Time to know the top stories of the day. I am Jenny Arado. This is NewsBits Tonight. Three of the 6 pigs which samples were taken from Barangays Lamanan and Dominga in Calinan District tested positive from African Swine Fever. The Department of Agriculture-Davao Director Ricardo Oñate confirmed on Thursday, February 6, that hogs from Barangays Lamanan and Dominga in Calinan District, Davao City tested positive for African Swine Fever. This despite the strict checkpoints on land and seaports against ASF. Earlier, the city government of Davao has expanded its current pork import ban to the provinces of Davao del Sur and Davao Occidental following the reported deaths of some 1,000 pigs due to ASF in Don Marcelino, Davao Occidental. Task Force Davao Civil Military Officer Chief Major Louis Ligarde bared Wednesday that since January, before the ASF outbreak in Davao Region, they noted 45,500 livestock have entered in Davao City and 45,346 have documents, while 154 have no legal papers coming from their veterinarian certifying that these are free from ASF. More details to follow on tomorrow's paper. In other news, the Department of Health bared Wednesday, February 5, that the number of patients under investigation in Davao Region for the novel coronavirus acute respiratory disease or the 2019 nCoV ARD has risen to 9. Rob Gumba for the details.
Based on the DOH case summary in the Philippines as of 12 p.m. on February 5, of the 9 PUIs that were recorded here, 8 of them are currently admitted in the hospitals while 1 has been discharged. DOH added that across the country there are 3 confirmed cases, including 1 death due to the virus. As of Wednesday, there is a cumulative total of 133 PUIs for the 2019 nCoV. Of the 133 PUIs, 115 are currently admitted and isolated, while 16 have been discharged under strict monitoring. For a person to be considered as PUI, a person must have 38 degrees Celsius fever, has symptoms of a respiratory infection such as colds and cough, a resident or has travel history to mainland China, Macau, and Hong Kong 14 days before the symptoms. Also, they are considering the history of exposure if the person has been in close contact with someone who has nCoV infection or healthcare facility in a country where nCoV infection has been reported. In a statement on Wednesday, DOH confirmed that a sample from 60-year-old female Chinese PUI tested positive for 2019 nCoV. She is the 3rd confirmed cases in the country. Contact tracing is now being conducted to locate the people who were in contact with the infected person. Health officials reiterated to the public to practice prevention measures such as proper hand washing, observance of cough etiquette, and maintaining healthy lifestyles for added resistance against infectious diseases. In Davao Region, DOH Davao Regional Epidemiology Surveillance Unit Head Dr. Cleofe Tabada said there are only 2 hospitals equipped with isolation facilities in the region. These are the Davao Regional Medical Center in Tagum City, Davao del Norte, and Southern Philippines Medical Center here in Davao City. Those patients who were admitted are currently isolated in those 2 facilities, while the previously recorded first patient was discharged after citing that the patient was already asymptomatic and the person's condition has improved. Samples of the PUIs were already sent to the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine in Muntinlupa for testing. DOH Davao is still waiting for the results of the patients. Rob Gumba, NewsBits Tonight.
The Davao City government has allotted a total of 155 million pesos for the acquisition of 18 vehicles to improve the government services that will benefit the Davaoeños. Ralph Yamit for this report.
Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio on February 5 led the blessings of the newly acquired vehicles in front of the City Hall of Davao. In her radio guesting at 87.5 FM Disaster Radio on Wednesday, she said the acquisition of the vehicles came from the 2018 city budget through the Disaster Fund. The vehicles will be distributed to Central 911, CSSDO, CTTMO, CHO, CTOO, CBO, and DCIPC. 4 L300 vans were purchased for the CSSDO, which would be used for its center and facilities such as Bahay Dangupan, Bahay Pag-asa, and Kosugyan Home for the Aged. CTTMO meanwhile received 5 mobile cars. Also, CHO received a mobile dental bus which would be used for its dental mission activities. The CVO received 3 pickup vehicles to be used as a mobile veterinary clinic for animal rescue and for impounding of stray animals. Included in Wednesday's vehicle blessing are 2 Rosenbar aerial fire and rescue ladder trucks for Central 911 that were earlier turned over to the city government. She said both trucks have a total cost of more than 64 million pesos. The mayor said the purchasing of the trucks was decided following the NCCC mall fire incident in 2017. She said another truck will soon arrive. Meanwhile, 2 travel buses donated by the Nanning City government of China were also presented during the vehicle blessing. Duterte Carpio said 1 bus will be shared by CTOO and DCIPC to be used whenever the city government will have invited guests. The other bus will be used to transport public school teachers working in the Mintal, Calinan, and Marilog district. The city government earlier received a bus donated by a local company as a transport vehicle for teachers. The mayor said the city government is currently reviewing its disaster plan and its budget. She added, procurement of more vehicle for disaster preparedness and response is being considered. Rolf Niemet, NewsBits Tonight.
To check more stories, visit our website www.sunstar.com.ph/Davao. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also grab a copy of Sunstar Davao at Davao Central Convenience Stores, 7-Eleven, and nearest news outlets. And that's all you need to know for tonight. Good evening.